Grand Rising, everyone. It is Shalonda, and I'm back. I know I did a video like the day before yesterday, but it feels like, I don't know, forever. So, since I did one. But this is kind of be like a freestyle, right? So, hold on, let me turn things around. So I'm sitting here. You know, I've been quiet, I feel, for the past couple days. And just trying to think about, like, the way that things are transpiring. And, you know, you can feel like, again, if it's not so much the world on your shoulders or, you know, everybody being turned against you because of whatever reasons. Envy, jealousy, strife, these things. Competition when there is none. It just had me thinking. It had me thinking, right? I feel like there's a cry from the earth, right? Or in a sense, like the ancestors speaking. No, I know this whole thing, I don't know. I just started thinking about the whole thing with Biden being away. And I think there was some unnerving energy. I feel, I mean, you know, there's no feeling of safety when he is here. But again, when he's gone, I know that the minions that are in the administration, I feel wrongfully. I feel like it's like not Pirates of the Caribbean, but Pirates of the Throne. So I'm just starting off just realizing, you know, I'm writing in one of my journals. Again, I'll be putting these journals in one of my stores on Etsy after this video. And they're just handmade journals. I made them out of fabric and leather. You know, I've already written in this one. And it's all with like, all right. So, I don't know. This is just like one of the little flip outs. You are my universe. And it says, out of this world. And it had me thinking, you're not no regular. This ain't no regular. And you not no regular. And so it's just had me really deep in thought. Again, I already wrote in here. But it's like little pockets and stuff. There's like a little photo thing, you know. Pocket that you can put, you know, little pictures and stuff in. I already shared these like on my Facebook, but I don't think I shared these on here. These are like galaxy themed, okay? Little pockets and stuff that you can put stuff in, places to write, okay? Another little pocket thing that you can stick some stuff in right here. Hold on, let's see. And they're all, well, I sewed the fabric on with the sewing machine, but then I ended up hand stitching the binding in. Okay, and these are just like little journals. Like I said, I've been writing a lot. I don't know if it's poetry. I don't know what it is really that I'm writing, but I've been doing it. And then writing down my thoughts about things, right? So there's some tea stain paper, coffee dyed paper, different papers in here. And again, it's just a journal, something to write in. Music, ideas, thoughts. Some embossed clouds. And I think this is the envelope. Yeah, this is the envelope, so you can stick stuff in there if you want. Right? Got some fabric tabs on here. Another pocket where you can stick stuff in. Just a piece of paper. I don't know why I put that there, but I probably had this inside of there or something. Probably not. Okay. It might just be a page that didn't. Oh yeah, this was a defective one. That's what it was, because this page didn't get stitched in. So I ended up just using it for myself. And then down here in the middle, we have this little, you know, charms. That's just where I tie the binding. All right. So again, I don't know. I just thought I'd share these because again, I already have them in one of my shops, but I'm gonna put it in my Oracle shop. Okay. And it's just the same thing on the other side because the pages are doubled, right? And it says, also dreaming, chart your course. And that's kind of like, I feel like what I've been doing. Just kind of just going into another realm lately. And, you know, speaking with the ancestors. And we're going to talk about what we came out with. Now, that is one of the defective ones because it was smaller and it was, oh, okay. It was smaller and things like that, but okay. All right, so here's another one right here that was fully done. And it's a lot more pages and stuff in here. So again, I'll stick that card in there. And there's other little like antique and vintage little pieces of clippings and papers and stuff that you can write on and hide messages or whatever. Okay. So again, this is one of the fuller ones. And this is kind of like what it looks like on the side. And then here are the, they all have like a band here. Oh, I want to say this is the one for this one. Okay. So these are kind of girly. You know what I'm saying? This one has the feathers and like a little button hanging off for the little thing. You can use these as like page markers as well. But yeah. So this one all tied up. Okay. Would look like that. And it's just a journal to write in. And then here's the other one here. And this is the thing, the ribbon that goes with it. So I'm just, you know, this is a quick view because I'm not sure if I shared these on here before, but I will be putting them in my shop. Okay. Here's another one. And then this one is like one of my favorite ones. Okay. And here's the band for it. To tie it. And the little beads. These are vintage beads. And there's the other thing here with beads on it. So, anyways, all right. So I can look at those. But, and I'll have them in there. You know what? Y'all got to give me time because I'll say by midnight they'll be in there, all right? If you wanted to support. Okay. So, anyways, I'm just realizing because we just talking. Hold on, let me grab my cards real quick. My hands want to do something here. All right. So again, I'm just keeping in mind the cards that we already had pulled, right? And then let's see. Yeah, we'll pull these out here. Okay. All right. Because I see, you know, I think I just been, oh, no, don't do it. No. Okay. All right, you did it. It's cool. All right. So yeah, I think that the ancestors have been, you know, kind of filling me in on some things. You know what I'm saying? I feel like also, you know, there's other angels and guides and helpers here. And again, I've just been, you know, giving gratitude, you know, past couple of days for that help because it's sad that I can't, you know, 100% give that gratitude out all the time because I can't tell which energies that are coming around are spies and monitoring spirits and succubus copycat energies or who is legit, right? And I think that's by design to keep me distracted along with you guys. So I think that today is all about that. It's about, as the collective, what has been going on because I talk about my story and hopefully to spark or trigger thought into other people's, story as well. So we're going to talk about like dowry and things like that, right? We're going to talk about dowry and things like that because I feel like while the so-called goat is away of the Americas right now, you know, the children will play, okay? And that's what I told you guys. And that's kind of like why I was just kind of just, you know what I'm saying? I feel like for some reason the ancestors and guides have been saying to go ahead and take it easy, right? But There's also society, I feel, has been saying to take a 2 week break or something, right? You know, and we're talking about like illness and things like that. And I know that people try and use mental illness when it comes to, high priestess or empress energy. So it kind of just struck me, right? Um, I know that the last couple of videos that I put out, and I didn't even finish them, that I think there's two more that I'm going to have to do. I feel like they rubbed a lot of people in certain positions that are pushing certain agendas and narratives. I think it might have upset them a little bit. And I think that my silence sometimes to them means defeat. Mm-hmm. So, like I said, with this whole copycat energy, there is this something that I'm feeling like someone is trying to take the throne, right? And maybe it's a masculine possible energy, right? So I don't know why the $450,000, to the immigrants, right? Because we have to think lost tribes at this point in time, because with the Afghan energy here and the Taliban represents the militias and the some of these native and indigenous troops and groups that seem to be hard of hearing, but they get their way and take advantage while Biden administration is in position. So they use smear campaigns and crucifying energy to try to assassinate the character of the empress and the emperor. Keep them separated, keep them divided, because they know. Keep them deceived and yeah. So I was thinking, I'm like, hold on. With this whole energy of the child tax credit, it seems like, that when we're talking about minorities, like so-called Black, Latino, those energies or whatever, being minorities or minors, children. So as a so-called Black or African American misnomers, this is probably why they've been giving out that child tax credit. But I noticed something. I don't know because I haven't looked into it. But again, I'm speaking through the ancestors and source right now. I'm just giving the seeds, right? And, maybe you guys already know. Maybe you have them planted and just this will trigger or spark thought. So with that energy, it made me think about the collective and the masculine, divine masculine and feminine energy. Okay. And the fact of dowry and also payments, where back in the olden days, they thought that women were not able to carry on with certain amounts of monies. Made me think about the person's energy and what that term really means in etymology. But women could not be. But, in my sense of looking at it, women, right, can represent children of immigrants, early first, immigrant families of first generation immigrants, right? And then also women as in the matriarchal capitals, right? Throughout the nation as empresses. But there's going to be a goat. That is the capital of the capitals. And as long as they can keep the capital, they can insurrect the capital and keep it sieged or caged, then they can continue to try to use their power and their influence and their platforms in order to create a narrative. So I started off this morning, I don't know, I just really can't sit and watch anything for too long, but I started out looking at The Golden Child, which was one of my favorite movies when I was younger. And I remember when they killed everybody and came and took that child and put him in a cage and tried to take him out, right? And I think I just stopped there. That just triggered something, and that was all Source wanted me to see for then or for that time being. And I just was like, okay. So again, the whole touch, right? Because, it just makes you think about, people couldn't go close to God or touch God, or they can't touch Zion. Zion can only be moved by God. That would be the loftiest, haughtiest, highest mountain possibly in some times. And I think Jerusalem is looked at as one as well. It's almost like upper and lower case. So I've already identified the woman or women within the so-called indigenous community or so-called woke community that they are trying to use as those 4 rivers to flood out the Nile, which is the strongest and longest that I feel is represented behind the Empress and the Empress card. Okay. So there's some people that may be making fun of the way I read, but the reason why I have these cards is because I know that these cards are written about in the Torah or in the biblical text. So I see it through the eyes of the word because I am the word. I am the light. The way, the light. Throat chakra. Okay, that was gross. But anyway, so yeah. Okay, so again, they want me to doubt. Maybe using that moon from a rising phoenix energy to try and portray the Princess of Scotia or Caledonia or Scotland energy. But again, I realize one thing. Because this all has to do with the lovers. There's love triangles and all kind of things. And people trying to put empresses in the role of servants and handmaids and mistresses and concubines, and I think not. It's funny, that V shape. And the moon is trying to act like it is of that V shape. But it's kind of like, I like the way it looks when those swords are like this, because it's kind of like, Ace of Swords. I don't know. I think this is maybe one of the strongest cards I feel when it comes to my mind doing it the way that I do it, to cut some shit off, including these crowns. It's almost like, let's see if there's waters there. Yeah, like almost like, there's blood on the land, right? And somebody had to go and use even this wand to go and dig crowns out of the water. Looks like it's like seaweed and all kinds of shit growing on the crown. But these people, these pinnacles, we've done the video on the pinnacle where we found it in the biblical text and describe that. They are not to be touched in the garden. See that? They're not supposed to be touched. They're supposed to be protected. This is why there's lots of, I feel, emotional assassination of character and emotional abuse, turmoil, deceptive, chaotic energy around this when it comes to the matters of love and war in the heart. Okay, to keep people conflicted. And it would be hard to even get together on a collective level because everybody is at war with each other because they're trying to wonder and they're looking and saying, oh, well, this feminine, oh, that sounds like my story. Maybe this person is after my masculine. And then it turns into a war of the roses. So it's going to take someone that has all of those 7 things. I notice with a lot of these shows that I watch, they usually have seven characters, right? And I had to think to myself, those characters in many of these shows that I speak of on this platform, there's usually 7, and they represent the chakras. And so when I'm watching some of these things, I cannot help but see myself only. And this is not even in a cocky sense. This is because maybe somebody else sees it this way as well, right? So I can only see the people representing the closest or the main characters represent the chakras, or even things that may be portrayed or reflected or deflected onto my particular energy. It's almost the star energy, the sun energy. Okay. All right. Because, I mean, can we look at the sun as like a brightest star as well? Right? It was confirmation for me the day that we saw that double rainbow. Right? Because now I'm seeing here. I'm gonna have to. I'm just pulling the cards that are giving me what I need to see here. Okay. You know, because they want to turn the real empress into a beggar. I see. Okay. Okay. Oh, I just noticed the Hierophant wand here. It's kind of like the same shape of that energy. We got keys there. That is depicted throughout the cards. Like I said, that looks like a serpent on a staff. Okay, so, okay, I am seeing the Hierophant energy. Okay. I'm talking kind of like in code, but not here, okay? So what I feel is being done is these vipers are out to play. Whether it's mental games, they're trying to get physically close, or what? And while someone is out of the country, they may know of this particular thing, but they want to act like it's something that they don't see. Because again, remember what they said about the energy of Jews or whatnot, that it's okay for, I mean, it's seemingly throughout history that it's okay for horrible things to happen to these people at the order of Gentiles, so-called. We're just using these in layman's terms, okay? Or that the Jews can do certain things to the Gentiles, but I know the roles have been reversed, so that's why I'm saying it like that, okay? And as long as they're not doing it with their own hands, right, then it's not really being done. So that brings us back to the earth joining with the earth in order to start another 400 years of a form of servitude, because they're going to use people that look like you, because they know that you are the salt of the earth. You are going to be the ones that charge in this new thing. They have their new world order. Source is doing a new thing. Okay. In between, the powers that shouldn't be are trying to use their platforms, their power, and their positions in order to, again, recreate what has been done already the past 400 years. And I see that it's this narcissistic energy around, but really it's narcissistic people that cannot feel or see, or soulless beings that are doing stuff without thinking of anybody, even themselves in the end. To be a narcissist, you cannot be so caring as the Empress would be. That's why her heart may not be on her sleeve, but her heart is in this. And she's sitting there all alone, but she has all of these things. And I feel like this is something clothed with the sun. Okay, her seeds or her fruit, right? Clothed with the sun, or in some type of a scooping device, or I don't know if this is a globe or what, that the seeds are in. And some of them they're clothed with the sun, but some have water, especially the ones by her feet. Especially the ones by her feet, because Christ energy or Jesus is going to walk on water regardless. So what they're trying to do is to set it up to make sure that that will not be able to happen by creating all of these illusions right here. See, the sun was going to be dipped in or clothed in sackcloth. Okay, there we go. Because on this card, and you guys can't see it, I'm going to stop this at 30 minutes after I'm talking, but I'm just right now where we're talking here, I'm just pulling cards here. Okay. All right. Because there's no defeat over here. You understand? I keeps going with the help, again, of other energies, okay? Even though they want to try to project death or use threats against my people, right? Or mm, the emperor, okay, confuse me with the energy of the emperor by letting that energy commune or uh, be pulled away by vipers, right? The brooding vipers, to sell royal oats, but to leave the empress to do things on her own. And the same thing, the emperor might think that he is having to do things on his own, while the empress is sitting here telling stories. But again, the tongue is the strongest muscle, and it is the one that will be used in this fight by the high priestess. There she go. All right. Yeah. Okay. So I started to think what they try to do when it comes to the lost tribes are the ones that was left behind the enemy's lines that they would hope have been dead and gone by now. The real royals, some of them. I'll just speak for myself. It's funny how Caledonia is Scot. When you look up Scotland in etymology, you get Caledonia, and that is a small city in Wisconsin. And it just so happens that we're from, in a sense, the Midwest, just making me think about the east of the garden. If we're supposed to be there, but if there are vipers there as well, would the queen be entering into a setup? Could there be, because no one has actually wanted the queen to be 100% certain of who her emperor is by giving her 2 wands? It is up to her to discern who she may be putting her life, whose hands she might be putting her life into. No help, no guidance. Just the ancestors, the whispers and source. And sometimes she doesn't want to hear any of it. Sometimes she's too worried about her emperor and her people being left out in the cold. She's carrying the strain of that in this juggling act or this game that they want. I'm not no damn joker. I'm not no gesture. You know what I'm saying? But they want you to play these games. They want to do these, start these smear campaigns and think that, again, and they're so cowardly that they do them behind the scenes in places where they know that the empress will never go or be seen. Fighting amongst other women that would be in those, caught dead in those particular types of places. So they send these attacks in her sleep. And I had to realize when we're talking about these energies, even when we're talking about Rain and those women that are in there, that are in the court with her, they can try to spread that out. But I know that energy because there is only one. There is only one. And that cup is overflowing because it has a lot of power, a lot of energy, a lot of protection. Okay? It is like the all, the what? The all of all, the alls of wands and swords and the world, right? I even noticed that even these scenes are being played out with this contract and the speaking of, you know, Mary between the brother and the half brother, right? And all she's looking for really is justice, and she's making sure, you know what I'm saying, that her position is firm. She wants to be grounded, right? You have to be safe and grounded to be a royal or an heir or the sole heir of the world that holds the keys to the world. You have to either be hidden, but when you're exalted, it should be in a certain fashion. There should be no worries. when you're finally ready to get on that chariot, and that's where I noticed that things are. I'm ready to get on the chariot, and that's where things have come to a standstill because the world is not ready. The hierarchy, the elite are not ready. The people are speaking. But we're dealing with magicians here, and we're dealing with people with warlocks and sorcery and vampires or old blood. To captivate the hearts and the minds of those who carry the swords. Those who carry the swords, unfortunately, sometimes they look like you or they seem to be like you with their words, but in the inside, they're rotten to the core. And they'll use people that are unaware of this in order to build up these mountains of pinnacles. And the people that are building it for them and with them don't even realize. Look at how they got the two different colors on his shoes. One on the land and one on the sea. You see? Because they don't realize that. What I'm trying to tell you. That's them daddies. For rain. It's like somebody smiling in your face one day because they want to take your place. And then they're going to be standing over you another day. And guess what? You're going to be left with this. Tending to their this. You get what I'm saying? We're trying to use less words around here. You're just going to have eyes to see and ears to hear, okay? I'm talking about voodoo dolls. But then we got the strength card here. And in a sense, that energy that will tame, we can call the lion a beast sometimes. And she's got that, I'm looking at that like infinity or illusion or even immunity or even, what do you call it? When you can't kill something. Spiritually, you can't kill it. Physically, I'm telling y'all, people don't say what they want to say, but I don't know why I see Cain energy being slew in the beginning, also with that Yeshua energy or the capstone that was cut off or so that they could not be a nation, like all these things. But I feel like the unjust that was done, it had to come back around. The unjust. When it comes to the Cain energy. Tubal or tubal makes me think of tubal pregnancies. It makes me think about, again, in vitro. But we're talking Aquarian energy. I see here. There's stars there, but there's one that is the brightest in the room. It may not even be the highest up, because again, all these ones are surrounding it, getting its energy, it seems like, from that one. But they're pale, right? And that one star is really golden. Which, again, we have blonde hair here, but that could be also representing a golden crown. Corona, crown. And she's spilling out. She's giving it out. These are the seed. This is like this abundance, currency. And sometimes you're up and sometimes you're down because of what these people are doing. So I say, we know that this death card can mean many things, but I say death to all of that. If we're talking about the original women or children or people, they should be able to. Women are acting a lot more masculine than men are. So why shouldn't they be able to be in control of their funds and their trusts? So a lot of these things, they're unseen. I don't even know all what I'm saying here, but I know things are about to be reversed. Because when we're talking about matriarchal energy, it was yours in the first place. Women have been handling households. A majority of women have been handling households with children as single mothers by themselves, being abandoned by the man and their men for a very long time. And why should these empresses, these high priestesses, these other women of these decks in this lifetime be subdued or submitted to be under someone who is not doing things properly or being fair, okay, and balanced, okay? People that want to play games and juggle, right? They want to be ungrateful for gifts that been given to them or sent to them by the divine or by source or God or the ancestors. Too many fish in the sea, right? And again, those fish or those eel, I look at them sometimes, right? We had that eel card back there, okay? They're speaking because, again, fish out of water. They daddies is still across the waters. Now, our daddies might be across the waters, but there's something about some of us, right? There's something. See, the feet are on the ground, but the head is in the water. And they listen to a fish. There's red here, which also always sometimes makes me think about earth energy. So the boots are on the ground, but everything that's going on, and see, the fact that these are more feminine, this is more of a feminine attire, right? Makes me think about feminines and masculine energy. Yeah, they're of the earth. They have their feet on the ground and they're of the earth, but really their heads or their crowns are full with water. Doubters. And it's almost like dowry is being paid to those doubters or daughters. While the true children we storytellers over here. Because they're using the face of the sun, but really the moon is behind it. Again, to turn the true children into beggars. Oh, for the so-called black community, we're going to do this and we're going to give you that. But you're going to put people in charge of them or in charge of these services that don't really initially, regardless of what creed it's just embedded in the construct. Because we're not just talking individuals, we're talking about the system systematically set up to keep you with your hand out from the father, landlords, instead of showing you how to get it yourself. Yeah. So we all over the place, but we not. Okay? We all over the place, but we really not. And then in due time, they're trying to use tactics in order to scar your reputation. Because I used to think that way sometimes before I get involved in anything. Is this worth my time and reputation? This time with this spiritual warfare, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. And I let some of the things that people were saying that I caught on to in the background start to create a narrative. I said, no, you can't touch this. So whatever you're trying to do behind the scenes, whatever you're trying to do or trying to portray on me or put on me, it just ain't gonna work. I just been built different. And I know people may be on the outside looking in. They may see things that are supposed to make me feel some kind of way. But again, it's just how I'm built on the inside. You're only a few, right? Because I know that they're trying to mount energies or put monitoring spirits, especially some of these feminines, so that they can take your place in society. And again, you're wrong, Samael. All right. Oh, this is my personal stuff, but I did write some notes in here. Yeah. Again, when it comes to the Aboriginal or original women, they can handle their own funds. So I don't even know about this whole thinking that they have to be with a masculine or something like that. I don't even know who put that in the books. If it was in the books, then it just be overturned. We speak in it. All right. And again, some of these men are running around here don't even deserve to have that type of authority, so they can go spend it on other feminine energies and leave the real emphasis. So that's the thing. And I told you, that's that whole energy of when it comes to women, when it comes to so-called black women, everybody wants to see how far somebody can rip them or take them down a notch, or bring them to some standards, or expose them in their private moments, or expose them when they don't have their hair done, just to try to kind of just like bring them down. And a lot of y'all killing it because you're still beautiful with or without it. Some of these women out here that they want to put them in the place that I doubt are even that. Can't go a day or a moment or on camera without makeup on their face. And they have the nerves to go behind the scenes and talk about you. I think they should go within and find those things. And instead of purchasing all those fancy, expensive things, they should purchase some self-esteem, like I said, and then some. Or a roadmap to their crusty old souls, no matter how young they are. Right? Because the thing that I'm here for is my people. And it don't never matter. Even if I'm of the water and the earth matters to me. The salt of the earth matters to me. The waters matter to me. Every single person on this plane matters to me. But my people will not be out in the cold. They will not. That tax credit is a way to give people something, some type of reparations, possibly now. The ones they want starving and begging to make fun of, to put them in a lower caste or class, are the royal heirs. Or even just heirs that hold heavy weight, that would have been in the court. Those are the ones they want to try to expose so they can continue to have fun spending your funds. That's what possibly made you immigrants. Possibly. Again, allegedly and possibly for so-called educational purposes. We got to go deeper. And while we do that, we need to go ahead and pull out the sword and start cutting some of this shit off. Because it's getting real heavy. It's getting enough. It's getting real heavy. It's time to reverse the roles, flip the script. Yeah. It's something's going on here. And they're just going further and further and advancing. And the whole thing is just going to be getting torn right down. You want the apocalypse? Keep on fucking around. Here it comes. Somebody want to try to make me unsure of what I'm here to do? Oh, every day it gets deeper. Some days, because of the attacks, it may seem like I'm not there, but I'm all the way there. I done been had it. I done been had the cups. The rainbow was just confirmation. I just need them in my hands. There's already abundance and joy and love and respect and all of the, I've already done all of that particular type of work. Now it's time to see something. And like I said, it's just at that point where I'm just like, okay, you want to close the gates? We about to bust them bitches back open. Because they wasn't yours in the first damn place. Quit playing. It's time to sit down in the corner. Go play. And I ain't talking about them foolish games these people be playing online to try to keep a empress or an emperor or king or queen away from what is truly theirs. And then the main thing is yourself, because they can't find themselves. Away from the truth, because they can't handle the truth. The truth is those who tried to put people in slavery are going to go into slavery. The truth is these people that have been doing these things are going to go down. Especially if you came at me. I don't know about what nobody else is doing, but I'm just saying. It's a wrap. I'm pretty sure they just already feel like I shouldn't be here already. People is getting nervous. That's why they getting so, all these threats and stuff like that. They getting nervous now. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if they already tried to come and do something to me or try to put something on me, some kind of death, something in my sleep or something, and I already came back. I'm telling you, the people across the world are speaking. It's just these elites, like I said, the ones that ain't ready to give up their seats. They don't want to hear it. And I think that there was a real something, I feel like, put on the masculine's head, but also on mine. But I think that although they know they cannot do without the star. So they rather try to keep the star trapped in some type of prison. And we done busted out already. It's time. It's time to pay up. It's time to quit playing. It's time. You know what I'm saying? It's like the chariot already been sitting there. Like damn, it's about to leave. And it ain't even got to be physical. I'm starting to see that this just probably ain't even got to be all physical. I am. What they say, the home is where the heart is. Changes. We pulled this the other day, actually. Discernment. We're seeing through the illusion. I think that was one of the cards that got pulled the other day too. Let me get one more. But yeah, we're just talking here. But I'm seeing here what's happening. And sometimes I feel so, behind. But like I said, it's all by design. And I've always said, it ain't no fun if my people can't have none. Right? So I know nobody will lift a finger for me. Nobody's trying to, again, except for a couple of, like I said, divine beings. Right? And those that are cooking up cakes for Inanna. But then there's some of those people that are using those gifts that they've been given by God. Might I add, they're using them against. Stripping the illusion. Again, it's like the same. Now I'm doing them right in front of y'all now. Okay, today. All right, shamanic healing oracle cards. That's what these are. And this one is abundance. It's coming, dude. It's coming. It's coming. It's written. It's done. It's done. It's really just done at this point. Like, I'm not begging for nothing. I'm not chasing nobody down for nothing. We're going to see. We're going to let Source and the ancestors do their thing. And that's what I think that's what this time is for here. Just to get those answers. And the shame is you have people within the community that won't even reach back or won't even help out the people, right? In a large quantity. And they got the keys. They need you to do something for them in order to give them to you. Or they give you, again, they graze the foam off the top of the beer. You know what I'm saying? mm-hmm. Yeah, they'll act like they're talking about stuff that's so deep, but they don't go in on it like we do. And they don't talk about the real things, the things that they know that they did, because again, they plan to be on top of you. Because of their lie. Mm-hmm. And man. But in order for God or source to do something for us, we have to remain in that higher self. That's a lot of work. I don't think, because you have to go in and clean out all the gunk first. And most of these people didn't do that. And so they envy you and they're mad at you, big mad at you for doing it. And physically in the 3D, it seems like they are defeating you, but really, okay. Hestia, the goddess of sanctuary. No matter where I am home. The most sacred sanctuary is found within me. The sacred pool. And this is not even like bragging rights or anything. It's just like for those who are wondering why or how is she still there, you didn't do the work. And some of you have. Some of you have. Oh. Amaterasu, or Rasu, the goddess of light. We are all sacred mirrors reflecting back the same light. It's what you put out. But see, a lot of these people smile in your face. Oh, they got Southern charm and all these other things, or even they bout it. You know what I'm saying? From the streets of New York. But that Chi-Town a clown, boy, in a good way. Chi-Town a clown your ass every time and look good doing it. Mary Magdalene, the apostle to apostles. Because again, they're on the road to riches. But the road to heaven is the one they wanted to defile and throw garbage on. Literally. And still, I rise. I am the bridge between heaven and earth. I am fully human and fully divine. Human and from divine. Oh, y'all. I'm just kind of silly. Cool, crazy, sexy, cool, killing. Well, I'm about to say killing it, but are we? I feel like anybody, you deserve accolades from the things. Again, it's only been a year for me, but that people that have gone through this fire, this whatever, burnt in the fire and come out, you know what I'm saying? I'm just glad to be. And have been able to keep my sanity. All right? Hell, I like being quiet. I like going the whole day. I don't even want to talk to nobody. I don't even want to open up my lips. By the times I do, I'm like, because it's like they stuck together. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. I'm gonna pick one more or pull one more. But yeah, we got people trying to take people thrones. These people specialize in talking about thrones. And I don't mean literally, like they don't have to like be the personal one to do it. I'm just saying they trying to set themselves up and they trying to be sneaky and use different platforms and different agendas and different groups to assassinate the character of those. They waiting for you to say one wrong thing so that they can send out their minions after you, whatever agenda that it is that you might speak against. And not even speaking against, you might just be mentioning it. You might make mention of something that hurts someone's feelings. And they think that they have the right to attack. The red goddess. Playful is a spiritual power. Laughter leads me back to the light. Okay, hold on. 1 second, I'm almost done. Look at her. Looking all Bollywood and things. Look at her. And then who is this? Ananda. Don't do that in my video. Hold on 1 second. I need 3 more minutes. Ananda Maya. The joy permeated mother. I am my own guru. I know the self that never changes. Me? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that sounds okay, y'all. Look. Okay, hold on. See? And it'd be like, I'll be sitting in silence. I'll be contemplating. I'll be thinking. But when I come back out and open my mouth, it's just like this everlasting, you know what I'm saying? I was thinking like, we're at some point. We're at some crossroads where it's going to be what it's going to be. And we about to be dealing with real zombies like we already have been. And I think that's why Source kind of showed me that a lot of people that are left on this plane are just that, empty shells and vessels. And we have to be able to weed and discern and move about and go through them. And again, a lot of these people don't even hold the power that they say that they do. They just use fear, complex, and confusion and division in order to divide us. It's just never going to change. And they attack love and family. We'll say love because what is family? Now that you know some parts of your family are already zombies. Like something has left the building. Do you understand? And they can't live with themselves, and that's why they have to live with all of these. Now, I'm not saying everybody that likes material things is that way. I'm just saying. It's sad when you know that people are you, when you can see through people. It's a difference when you can see through people. And you see that really all of this is just to cover up all of that. Ugh. And they worry about people, you know, not shaving their legs or what kind of deodorant or being natural and maybe not wanting to put that shit on. And you know what I'm saying? Like that. When again, your whole insides is rotten to the core. And that's why they always feel like they got to defeat somebody and beat somebody because, you know, they sending their demons that's attached to them trying to send them to you. Lakshmi, okay, the goddess of abundance. I choose to feel abundant. Wealth is an inside job. Girl, y'all quit. Like really, we talking. I don't know. She's giving me Vashti energy. I know it's not, but you know what I'm saying? That's what she's giving me. Because when we're dealing with the all, we dealing with all. And a lot of people just want to still talk about division. Now, we divide the agendas and narratives in mass deception. But to divide the people, we all want the same damn thing. Don't we? We all pretty much want the same things. I mean, well, I won't say that. But I'm just saying those who want to be in righteousness. You don't have to be religious to be righteous. You don't have to be, you know what I'm saying, to know, to just have that balance. You don't. You can be rich and not have to show it off. You can be, you know what I'm saying, abundant without being rich with finances. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I don't know. But I see the ugliness. So again, they can't kill you, but they can try to hurt or assassinate your character. That's what they can do. That's what they can do. And we know in that book, we were just saying how they were trying to dispose of Eve. And it made me think about Olivia on Reign, when she was the first one that, I'm about to say Adam, that Francis was with, right? And then they ended up bringing in Mary. So again, you know, there's that energy there of a shift, right? And after he used and messed up everything for her, then he ended up taking, it's, if you think about it like that, he ended up taking, and then taking her virtue or whatever, and then getting with Mary, okay? And then, sending her on as if she just was a burden or something like that. And I be feeling like sometimes, some days I be thinking, yeah, it's a bitch out here that's like that, and they trying to put me in her position, but it ain't so. They wouldn't be spending so much time, and she wouldn't be. Again, how is you gonna be trying to talk about somebody that's how you gonna choose somebody that's following somebody? And I know my situation is not perfect, okay? It's not. But again, maybe if there was some direct communication and people were just being real and not playing these games, you know what I'm saying, and being greedy or trying to be one-sided, then again. I mean, I feel like things are shifting, though. I feel like things are shifting. And I'm thinking, how's somebody going to tell me how I should act, what I should wear, what I should say, how I should dress, what I can use in order to go down my journey and down my path? These people, I can't even respect anything you're saying. It's garbage. Because they're liars and thieves. And once you already done lied to me and you standing in my face talking some silly stuff at that point in time, that's when I had to take my power back. And that's why I am who I am right now. The Dragon's Lair. So again, we're going into the Dragon's Lair. All right. I would like to get the book and see what this is talking about, but I don't know. Like I said, it just seemed like, look at that red light under there. It looked like the nothing from the never ending story. Right. So again, it feels like something, what I'm getting is something's lurking around the corner this winter. So I told y'all before, no matter what you're doing right now, please. And I have to take my own advice. It's just, I'm just at a point where I'm here, but I don't know where I'm going to be. Take my advice, especially in the north, especially in colder climates. They're not going to tell you. But I'm just saying, just in case some bull, just have a little bit of food. I mean, it's too late to be growing something, but I'm just saying. Might be nothing, and you just got extra food. I love when I'm looking for spaghetti sauce and there's 20 cans. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And I don't have to go to the store. And then when it start getting short, I'm like, oh no, because I can't stand going to the grocery store. Too much energy. I can't stand it. And washing dishes. That's my two, y'all. Whole house be clean and the dishes. I can't stand it. So anyways. Okay, and then we have the Golden Palace. Okay, so we had the Dragon's Lair and the Golden Palace. And you know what? Just to and finish off this video in case you guys are still there. Oh, okay, so the Dragon's Lair got a dragon outside, right? Hovering over. And then the Golden Palace has the moon. I wonder if that's going to remain that way. So again, there's been something about wings and getting some wings to fly, and I have to think about that. Maybe it's not physical flying. Maybe it's something else. Flying. I noticed a lot with my dreams lately that I have these dreams and there's a lot going on. It's a lot of commotion, but they'll start fading away as soon as I open my eyes. Within the first hour, the whole dream has been eaten up. It's almost like somebody is just there with some kind of something just, reeling out my dreams before I can even interpret them so they can go ahead and interpret them. And, that's the monitoring spirit. It is that energy where it's somebody is stalking and watching over you all day long in order to take what's yours and utilize it and try to use it as if it's theirs, or try to write it into the story or speak it into fruition when it's not theirs. So that's the thing. When you building with a road with stones that's not yours, eventually a motherfucker gonna come and what? Take their stones back. And it may not be the way that you did it. Hold on. It may not be in the manner that you did it. People is tired. And instead of listening to, again, that Mother Earth energy, because they can't hear it. Some of these people, they just lost individuals. And so they're not going to be able to see it. Let's see, the dragon's lair. You are always protected and divinely directed. When you get it in the upright, you have a remarkable internal warning system. Y'all, excuse my mess. I got my beads and stuff sitting on that tray and stuff. Okay. So, yeah, it says the system that lets you know when things are out of alignment. You are about to enter the dangerous territory. This is all what I feel. I ain't even got to finish telling y'all the rest. We're going to just read it right here. They are in, what did he say in that? The soil is soft. And I'm thinking they were speaking of the garden. The soil is soft, but it's filled with vipers. Stay away from them vipers. I would not dare go into some of the places that these people mingle. And when you find out that you're a divine being and that's all they're talking about in there, it's like, well, I know myself well enough. I don't need to go. See, they probably think I'm just a smart, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, I'm pretty sure that there's worse behavior in these places. Okay, dangerous territory. So tread carefully and be aware of your surroundings. See, and that's what I'm saying about the 7 chakras and then the energies and the different gifts that we're being given. It's because of what situation you're going to play. So the more higher up you are, the more gifts you're going to have, which means the more people are going to come towards you, which means the more people that's coming towards you want those gifts. They don't have it. They don't have it. And so what do they want to do? It's a male and a female here. Me and a male. That hold the keys. And that's why even with this Hierophant card, you have them keys there, but it's 2. Or you can even look at it as a lock and key. And everybody's doing everything. But again, they will even make replica, right? As if that will be enough. The path you're on now is one that will challenge you to the core. Remember, ours have been already gone through the furnace and we've done the work. And there's always work to do. Some of these, it's not going to last because everything is rotten and decrepit and nasty in there. It's all about you. That's what I'm always trying to tell. People might think I come off as cocky or arrogant or heartless, but it's all about you. It's always been about you. And I said, when I used to say, ain't no savior but yourself, because first you have to recognize something within you. You have to strip away all that has been put on your exterior, right? Put on that armor and then start to work from the middle and clear that out. And not try to drag others down or project it on them or because you see somebody, but these people can't. They can't. And that's why they want to mount on to you. And the ones that they're able to fool with this and get away with this, they just need to do a little bit more work. That said, peril is also exciting and exhilarating, like the danger you feel before you enter a new relationship. I know people want to, try to take that away from some of you guys at this point in time. Maybe even the person that you're destined to be with, but everything will work out in the end, I feel. Knowing that you'll be changed forever. I was just thinking about this journey. And I said, I will be changed forever. And I also said, I can't stop here. There's like no fear, but caution. Like, I'm just so protective of myself. I've never really even been You know what I'm saying? But it comes, I guess, with that self love. I'm learning. I mean, I'm hoping people have been able to see my journey here, and it's just, I don't know. And I still don't wish, I feel bad that I have to say, oh, that's what happened to them. Oh, you know what I'm saying? But like, but it's almost like how your mama said, well, you shouldn't have touched it. Mm. Who stole the cookies from the cookie jar? And it would be just like somebody, wait, who, me? Yes, you couldn't be. Then who? Okay, y'all. It's not funny. It's not funny in that way. I mean, I'm just saying. Something just struck me. Listen, you know what they say about the first one that smelt it, dealt it. It's funny how documentary stuff be coming out of nowhere. People ain't even into those things, and it's like, where did that come from? Oh, there you are. Oh, but wait a minute. Hmm. Okay. A life lived fully isn't lived only in safety. A new experience is calling you. So that's where like your enemies, it just came to my mind. That's why your enemies will join with each other just to go. So it's kind of just like northeast, south, um, kind of like energy. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even the west. I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe the north. I don't know. But all I know is that God called the sun from the north. So would the son of the north really come in and go against the north? Mm, I don't know. But everybody else wants the daughter of the north to think that the son of the north that she summoned is going to be the one that's going to harm her. Maybe. But it seemed like the streets didn't love Jesus Christ. The streets denied that energy. Let's just say they was hating, they was mad, jealous, greedy, because they probably wanted his portion, which is the whole damn thing. When the Son of God comes to earth, who else does anything belong to? I mean, I'm just trying to figure out. So what Satan did, that energy tried to utilize whatever they had in order to what? Turn the people against that energy before they even can get started. Cause confusion while they keep on doing these things, and the people know not what they do. And so the longer everybody's divided and waiting on somebody to do something that's clearly shown that they're not, it takes for the Holy One to speak on the borders for anything to happen at the borders. And we're going to act like that's not where it came from. We're going to act like that's not what was said. And it's almost like at the end of the day, that has to be love for somebody to even care and put themselves in the middle of the battlegrounds to try to get something for the people or still fight for the people when the people got their knives to their back. Get the fuck out of here. Are you crazy? It's insane because they think that they've embodied or taken on the coat or the covering of the true Holy One. Oh, it wasn't what you expected, but this is what you get. A life lived fully isn't only in safety. This is where we at. A new experience is calling to you, one that will test your courage. The choice, and people be thinking, oh, it's over. The game. We'll see. The choice is yours, but there is greater value. But again, this is the main part that they're working on to make sure. So, okay, doubt is gone. Fear is gone. So we'll just burn the bridges. We'll burn the bridges so the person won't even have a road to go down. They won't. You see what I'm saying? The choice is yours, but there is greater value in risk um, talking than remaining unchallenged. Risk talking than remaining unchallenged. Ain't that what we just said? Come on, y'all. New territories are waiting to be discovered. All right. So we got 1920. Let's see. I'll just do the short version of flying. You have the power to see things from a higher perspective. If you were a bird flying high in the air, what would you see? When you soar above life's challenges and opportunities, a new perspective becomes available. Today, you have invisible wings that allow you to swiftly bring you circumstances, circumstances into alignment with. Where are my glasses? This is. We're not gonna. Okay, I'm not gonna stop to go get them. Hope for are no longer beyond your scope. You have the ability to reach for the stars and find one with your name on it. Spread your wings and soar. The angels are waiting for you. That kind of sounds amazing. It sounds cool. It'd be a lot cooler if and that's the thing. I had to let go, I had to figure out with family. I think I've gotten to a point where I feel like, people are okay enough. They just gonna have to be without contacting me or whatever. A golden palace. There is always enough. The golden palace card represents good fortune, ambition fulfilled, wealth, and prosperity. It may also indicate emotional fulfillment. As perhaps you're entering a time of happiness that's long overdue. The message here is that self-worth isn't measured by what you have. No matter how abundant your life is, instead it comes from what you are. Or who you are, I don't know. How authentically you're living your life and how much love you're willing to share. Granted, receiving this card does indicate material gain and a furthering of tangible rewards, but things come and go. And knowing your true value leads to even greater riches now. Share the wealth. It ain't no fun if my people can't have none. I'm telling you. All right, y'all. I don't know. I think that's it. See, we get to talking. I promise y'all probably be thinking I'm high or something. I promise I'm not. It's just like possibly a natural high. I don't know. The green Tara. This is on the bottom of the deck, and we're going to go ahead and leave this video. The Buddha of enlightened action. My soul informs my every step. I do what my heart compels me to do. And usually I kind of sit around for a minute and stuff like that. But lately I'm just like, okay, no. You know what I'm saying? I can't just let, I don't know, other people's negative, I don't know, something, try to ruin my good time. I know, even if something did occur and something did happen, I know, just like I've been through things that my masculine counterpart has been through them as well. And I know that if people are out for my blood, then they might be out for his. And matter of fact, he might be closer and having to deal directly with the vipers. While again, I'm still they can mentally try to attack me, but physically, I've been protected and been healing and preparing myself for this journey. even when it seems like someone has won, but there's, like I said, it's not a competition. It's what it is what it is. So again, I want to thank you guys for stopping by. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe if you'd like. And join us in the Facebook group American Aborigines Unchained for more information, alternative information, past, present, and future. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye.